Nah, he didn't say anything.
You just put the stream up?
Nah, I didn't. Oh,
Did we win this game earlier?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I don't even want Haha to get the X Factor, but that's what they're trying to give it to right now. They're trying to give Haha X Factor. No, he's a superstar.
Throwing on first down, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
He is superstar.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. I signed to a cheap-ass contract, and nobody was signing people, so he came. This was like 2 years ago.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Saquon just got hurt. It looks serious.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun,
yeah.
Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Tevin Coleman, touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys,
I scored my
like
first round.
in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all
This
loose.
man, bro.
And he'll
He was
bring it a few past
the
20
Giants.
to the 23-yard line.
That man was in 4-4.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Probably got picked last.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he's got some space here. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's got daylight. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet.
You know the game's going bad with the announcers talking about Oski.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0.
Smith threw a jump ball on Lattimore. He's fucking...
But this
the
is
hell?
going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second
Fuck
and 10
no.
from the 25.
He doesn't have any good receivers.
Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Throwing, Brissett. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I hate when you switch to a new playbook and you're like,
So
I want to run this play and that play. And you can't find the plays you switch to it for. It's like, what the fuck?
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking deep for Adams. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now.
Oh, I should have kicked that.
You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Jones now throwing again on second and 10. And this is Shepard on the catch. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. Jones operating from the gun. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Stills the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run with Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. He was looking that time for Stills. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brissett. Looking long for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Jones now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. It's a big play there for the Saints. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Brissett. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
No, the thing too, we was on Quinn yesterday. The thing too is he was talking about that shit. Because he was like, how is admin, you beat them 35-0, and he said, when I beat somebody, it's not a big deal. And I was just like, Quentin, we be saving you because you be doing some wild shit. Like, you be trying to break the rules on purpose. Like, this nigga was so petty, he changed Tyreek Hill's number.
And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown.
Dang. Now it's 42-0, man. I tried to slide.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave him out there so he can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really...
That should be pissing me off.
Now you're not going to play loose enough.
That'd be part of the reason why I don't be wanting to play no more.
But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys...
This man's thrown me 3 pick sixes, and it's 42-0.
All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I'm about to tell him to straight me Saquon because he don't know how to use him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman.
Guess how many carries Tevin Coleman has?
Scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
When it's
good, now I can sub him out. Tevin Coleman has so many carries. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh my god, if Tevin Coleman gets one more carry than one.
It's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Carlisle, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Carlisle.
Go, go, go.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Carlisle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
I'm just saying, because you was talking to me about it, I'm just saying, like, you see I get in trouble all the time. Because he'd be like, the admins can't get in trouble. I'm just like...
Down inside the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Carlisle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you?
I don't know what to do because my running back has 10 carries because I'm just running the ball 3 times and then getting the first down on the 3rd down.
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit
throw screens.
Right now.
Put the fullback in.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And a short gain here down to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check four.
They'll try the left side. Carlisle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first.
We're not all to take a knee.
Decision time here coming up on 4th down. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
This is Barkley. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get this just to the 47.
Another fullback gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Vaughn. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays.
You got a better chance of reaching
the
me.
nature of coaches. But I
Well,
know
not better, but the same.
Big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now Callaway on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
I could have sworn I had you clock on.
On 2nd down now, Carlisle. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carlisle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming.
Bro, special teams. Punt.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Ready? Here we go. Get on the field. Ready?
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Let's go. 50, plant. Right there in the middle. 55. I don't think you got it, son.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Saints, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.